What if I told you that the worst day of your life might secretly be the beginning of your best chapter? What if the rejection, the failure, the heartbreak, the moment you cried alone at night wondering why me, wasn't punishment, but preparation? Stay with me, because by the end of this story, you may never look at your pain the same way again. In America, we grow up believing success is a straight line. Graduate, get the job, buy the house, live happily ever after. But real life doesn't work like that. Real life knocks you down. It takes things away. It reroutes your plans without asking permission. And when it does, we ask the same question over and over. Why did this happen to me? Today, I want to tell you a story. Not just a story, but a story that might feel uncomfortably familiar. Because this isn't just about one person. It's about all of us. Meet Ethan. Ethan grew up in a small American town. Nothing fancy. Just dreams that felt bigger than his surroundings. He was a hard worker. Good student. Did everything right. College. Heavy checkmark cash. Student loans. Heavy checkmark cash. A dream job in the city. Heavy checkmark cash. For the first time, life felt like it was finally paying him back. Until one morning, everything changed. Ethan was called into a meeting. No warning. No long explanation. Just words that hit like a punch to the chest. We are letting you go. Downsizing. Budget cuts. Nothing personal. But it felt personal. In one moment. His income disappeared. His identity shattered. His confidence collapsed. Bills didn't stop. Rent didn't pause. Life didn't care. Weeks turned into months. Applications turned into rejections. And late at night, lying awake staring at the ceiling, Ethan whispered the question many of you have whispered too. What did I do wrong? One evening, after another rejection email, Ethan sat in his car outside a grocery store. He didn't go in. He just sat there, hands on the steering wheel, eyes filled with tears. He wasn't just broke. He was broken. And that's when the most dangerous thought appeared. Maybe I'm not enough. If you've ever felt that, this story is for you. A few days later, Ethan visited his grandfather, an old man, calloused hands, simple wisdom. After listening quietly, his grandfather said something Ethan didn't expect. Good. This is good. Ethan was stunned. Good. I lost everything. His grandfather smiled and said, No, you lost what you thought you needed. Now you're free to find what you were meant for. That sentence didn't fix anything, but it planted a seed. With time on his hands, Ethan started doing something he hadn't done in years. He explored. He wrote. He volunteered. He learned skills he never had time for before. One night, while helping a small local business with their website for free, something clicked. For the first time in months, he felt alive. Not scared. Not stressed. Alive. What started as a favor turned into freelance work. Freelance work turned into referrals. Referrals turned into a small business. It wasn't glamorous at first. No big office. No fancy title. But it was his. Years later, Ethan stood on a stage, speaking at a conference, teaching others the very skills he once learned in survival mode. And someone in the audience asked him, What was the best thing that ever happened to you? He didn't hesitate. He said, Getting fired. Looking back, Ethan realized something powerful. If he hadn't lost that job, He would have stayed comfortable. If he hadn't felt pain, he wouldn't have searched for purpose. If life hadn't broken his plans, it would never have revealed his potential. Sometimes, life doesn't give you what you want, because it's trying to give you what you need. If you're watching this right now, and life feels unfair, if you're asking why things didn't work out, why someone left, why the door closed, listen closely. You're not behind. You're not failing. You're being redirected. And redirection often feels like destruction at first. Think about it. You don't understand a storm while you're inside it. You understand it after it passes. The dots only connect backward. What feels like an ending today might be the foundation of something bigger tomorrow. In a world obsessed with quick success, overnight wins, and highlight reels, we forget that most great American stories were built on setbacks. Oprah was fired. Steve Jobs was kicked out of his own company. J.K. Rowling was rejected over and over, not because they weren't good enough, but because timing was shaping them. One day, you'll look back at this chapter, the sleepless nights, the confusion, the heartbreak, and you'll realize this wasn't life working against you. This was life working on you. Everything didn't happen to hurt you. It happened to grow you. This story resonated with you. Hit the like button. It helps more than you think. Subscribe for more stories that speak to real life, real struggle, and real hope. And comment below. White right pointing backhand index. What is something painful you're going through right now, but hope will make sense someday? Because remember this. Everything happens for a reason. Even this.